About a month ago, we posted a video for our Kickstarter campaign to start LearnKendama.com, and that video has been one of our fastest watched videos, and also there's been a lot more questions on that video than we typically get, so we figured we might as well just make a video and answer some of those questions. And so the biggest question that we had about that video and about the whole thing is, what is Kickstarter and how do we support this campaign and things like that. So Kickstarter is just a platform that entrepreneurs like myself, or really anybody with an idea, where they can go and get their idea out into the public and get financial support before they launch whatever project they're working on, so that they can launch it as well as possible. So in this case, we're just trying to build a website so that we can teach people how to do kendama tricks just like we taught people how to do yo-yo tricks. And so if you want to support this campaign, all you need to do is go to the Kickstarter website and find our LearnKendama.com campaign that's on there, and then you can offer money to help us get this campaign off the ground. Now, the most important thing is that this is not charity. It's not like you're just giving this money for nothing. Every Kickstarter campaign, including ours, has rewards that reflect basically how much it is that you're helping us with support. So what we wanted to do is get kendamas into the hands of people who are interested in getting this campaign going so that they could actually learn the tricks when the website is completed. So the second question that we had was, where do we get the kendamas that we saw in the kendama video? Because there were some really great tricks that the other guys were doing, and of course anybody would be interested in seeing those. So the first one is this one, which is the Catchy Air, and the second one is this one, which is the Catchy Street. And these are the two kendama that we saw in the videos. And basically, if you go to our Kickstarter campaign, then you can get either of these or both of these kendama. And that's right now, that's the best place to get them, because the Catchy Air, it's only available through the Kickstarter campaign. And the Catchy Street, if you get it through our campaign, you can actually get your name lasered on it. And so this may be the only time that you'll ever see that as an option on a kendama. So it's kind of a cool thing that we can offer you just because it's through the campaign. So the Catchy Air is really nice, partly because it's plastic, which makes it a little bit unusual. Most kendamas are made out of wood, like the Street, and they worked really hard to get this one just right. You can see there's holes all the way through it, and the ball has a lot of holes in it as well. That was to get the weight distribution exactly right so that it would play right. There's little rubber rings in the cups, and that makes it actually pretty easy to catch. And it makes the sound really nice too when you're playing with it. It has kind of a Death Star-esque look to it, which a lot of people like. And on the campaign, it's $15 right now, and that actually includes shipping. When we're able to bring this to retail, when we finish LearnKendama.com, most likely this will retail for $15, and then shipping will be charged on top of that. So this is a pretty good time to get that. We've already mentioned the Street, how you can get your name lasered on it. The nice thing about the Street is that the base cup is especially large, and you can actually see they've drilled a hole in the bottom here. That's actually just to get the weight distribution just right, and Catchy has worked really hard to bring unusual kendamas to the market, but actually have them play really, really well. And so the Street accomplishes that. It also has a rubberized ball, which makes catching it on the cups a lot easier too. So if you're interested in getting into kendama, the Air and the Street are both great options. And we had two other ones that I figured I'd point out to you here as well. This one is called a Zebra, and it's actually it's a Viking zebra, and Viking just means that it's a little bit taller, it's a little bit bigger than your standard kendama. And the reason we wanted this one is just because the craftsmanship is so great. We just think it's one of the most beautiful kendama that we've ever seen. And if this is just something that maybe you are, maybe you're not really interested in kendama, but you just really want a nice piece of work. This one is just great to look at, it's great to have on your shelf, and if you're going to play with it, it actually plays awesome. The fact that it's so big makes it a little bit easier to catch everything because all the cups are larger. It actually slows down a lot of the tricks, so that makes it easier to do as well. So we think for any reason this is a really great option, and that's why we wanted to offer it in the campaign. The other one that we have is probably the most unusual one of the batch, and this one is the Catchy Metal Kendama. And it's just one of the most surprising things to play with. They worked it out so that the weight distribution is perfect, just like they did with the other kendama. It has these Delrin cups, and so the plastic actually catching the metal feels really good. It sounds really good when you play with it. It's a completely different experience than playing with other kendama. Because it's been machined, it's very precision oriented when you use it. I can't even describe how great it is. And again, it's the type of thing that you're just not going to find anywhere on the market right now, and we wanted to be able to offer it on our campaign so that you guys could be the first to get it. The final version of this will actually have black Delrin cups along with the silver color, so we think that that's going to look really awesome too. So, you know, if you guys have any more questions about the campaign, then just let us know. We'll answer them in the comments. You've got about a week left to support the campaign. It finishes on November 15th. And after that, we're going to start working on the website, and we'll be hopefully launching LearnKendama.com by the end of the year. So we just wanted to hopefully answer some of your questions and say thanks so much for your support.